Easy going, man.
This year now I'm like back in Ireland, you know what I mean? I know, it's so good, man, I love it. Fucking hell, NATMAC Scottish. Key, man. Then I'll be like that, and it's a surprise, you know what I mean? It's like, I like surprising folk. Yeah, my mum loves it, man. Man, I was like, at 6 in the morning, I was like, what the fuck are you still doing here? I tweeted it and it got like 5,000 likes or something, man.
Cheers, Noreen.
Cheers, Noreen. Mate, it's fucking mad. It's a 50,000 population town, man.
That is nuts.
Crazy. Paint a picture of a couple that have been on mushrooms all their life. This is what they were like.
Greasy merch.
Yeah. Mate, I
You're
literally get the branding. Oh, 100%. That's the logo there. Shite bag if you don't get my initials tattooed on you. So I've literally got Oliver Jones and a Subway logo on my leg.
Ewan and NATMAC here from the Electronic Music Council, and we like to do a few interviews with some guests that come to Cork City. And right now we have Ewan McVicar. Yeah, so I suppose I was just saying to you, the last time we met, we were having a couple of beers.
Yeah, on stage. Cheers, mate.
Easy going, man.
Good,
you know, oh, hang on.
In a fucking amphitheatre in Dublin or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were having a chat. It was a District 8 conference. That was a time ago now.
Yeah, 3 years now, mate.
Yeah.
That was my only ever other Irish tour.
No way.
I swear, mate, only done gigs in Dublin. Because I love the Irish crowd so much, I was like confused. I was like, why the fuck am I not playing in Ireland more? Do you know what I mean? But it's just like one of the things, man, where your career just takes you where your career takes you. But now I'm like, I've done 2 in Dublin last year, and now I'm like back in Ireland, you know what I mean? I know, it's so good, man, I love it here.
Dude, you said you love the Irish crowd though, so what is it about the Irish crowd that you like?
It's the passion that's similar to home, like Glasgow. I feel like the rave culture is changing so much, so quickly all the time. I feel like my opinions are kind of outdated when I talk about crowds like that, because the crowds change all the time, man. Every gig, like I'll get folk that are there for just tell me something good, and I'll get heads that are there to like, that know me, who I am deep down. When I say like they're comparable, I don't even know what the crowds are like anymore, do you know what I mean? But what my memory is of Glasgow crowds, being in them myself, why I started all this, they compare so much to Irish crowds, man. There's passion, they're loud as fuck, yeah. Love a bevy, the weather's shite, so you have to party. That's literally it, man. That's why.
I was thinking about it today, and I was like, it'd be nice if we sat in the sun. Fuck that.
I know.
It was freezing, and it was raining.
I know.
Fun fact though, I was born in Glasgow.
Oh, were you?
I fucking was.
What the fuck?
My dad's from Maryhill.
No way, mate.
I can tell you. Yeah.
That's mad. I never knew that. Did we talk about that the first time?
I don't know, might have done, but we were both fucking like, we're on stage in 5 minutes, fucking
shapeless.
verbal diarrhea. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was born in Queen Mother's. It's gone now. It's been closed down this year.
Fucking hell, NATMAC Scottish.
Fucking telling you. I'm Natalie McCormack.
That's mad. What the fuck? Key, man.
Right, so let's get down to some questions, right? So describe yourself in 3 words as an artist.
As an artist, ambitious, like daring. I was odd because I always try and do stuff differently, and humble. Humble, that's it.
I would definitely agree with your last one.
Yeah.
You're definitely an artist that I think many people can connect with.
Yeah.
You know, you're someone who's a people's artist.
Yeah.
You know, you can see you're really clear at what you do and how you deliver it.
Yeah, that's one thing that is like, man, you can overthink this shit so much about like your brand is, like the brand is me or whatever, and I've went down roads of like, especially nowadays, because pop is infiltrated DJing so much. Like DJing is almost pop now, do you know what I mean? And you see like DJs with images that is like Kylie Minogue in the 90s or whatever, like it's like, what is going on? Whereas to me, DJing was always, it's just a wee nerdy fucking scumbag with no money that spends his life on a computer. And that, like, I've always kept those like fundamentals in me. So like, I'll buy myself a nice jacket from time to time, don't get me wrong, but like at the core, I'm like, I like just fucking, because I'll say that sometimes, like, I'm just a normal person. Folk will be like raging, no, you're not just a normal person. Like they're so passionate about me, and I'm like, no, I actually am. And like the way I dress, I just don't try and appear like I'm above anyone, and that's just who I am, mate. Do you know what I mean?
So where did it all start for you? I know we had this question when we were at District 8, but let's talk about that. Like, where did it all kick off for you as an artist?
I went to uni when I was 17, doing primary teaching, and then during it I needed money while I was a student, and I stayed in Ayr where I'm from, and a brand new uni opened up that year I was going, so I just went there. It was so much easier, and I got a job like PRing for local nightclub Furies. I was just handing out flyers and stuff. This is shite, like I could be getting triple the money and be inside, so that was DJing. Like, so I asked the DJs at the local club, Roos and Dale, I was like, could you teach me how to DJ or whatever? So they gave me my first mixer, and then my first gig was when I was 19 at the rival club, Club de Mar, playing hip hop. I loved old like DJ Felly Fell and Kanye West. I think it's like a general progression to play house music.
Yeah.
So then it started, like EDM was the thing then. So for me to get into music, it was accessible for me coming from, I was hip hop all my life, like rapping hip hop was my life when I was growing up. Like I had like G-Unit sneakers and a New York Yankees baseball vet, like baggy jeans, man, down at my arse. Like, mate, I swear, man, I swear. I was yeah, probably the whitest person listening to rap ever.
As well, going on.
No, I never had a big chain with a spinner on it and that. Yeah, no, mate, we had all sorts. My big brother got me into it, and then loved hip hop. But I think what came for that, because hip hop is such quick mixing. When I mix, it's all about like. I do like getting in a vibe, like going and hear DJs that play the one genre, like and that is like 90% of DJs. I like hearing a vibe, but also because I have that like hip hop background and I was playing commercial clubs when I was younger, it is like constant cutting, like all the time. Like you're just trying to keep that dance floor engaged. I'm playing to so many people from social backgrounds that are different. Like you've got like girls that are all dolled up, then you've got like goths in one corner, then you've got like they're fit everywhere, do you know what I mean? So we were playing all sorts of shit. I've kind of took that over now to my sets, because I'll try and like set traps. So like folk will see videos and they'll be like, oh, there's no energy at this gig, but it's literally because I'm like luring them in to think like, oh, this is shite, like what's going on, there's no, and then I'll be like, and it's a surprise, you know what I mean? It's like, I like surprising folk. So that came from back then, and then like you want to learn how the tunes are made. And then I asked Roos, a guy for Air, so creative, like does loads of stuff. He gave me the basis to learn Ableton, and then I just YouTubed the life out to learn how to make tunes. And I was listening to, it was very like tech house was massive back then, and I was like, how can I make this more exciting, a bit more energy? And I eventually just kept going in it, and then I had something I was like, oh, I'm making tunes. I was listening to like the most respected dance music out, and I was like, in my head I was like, nah, mine's is better than this, like I'm gonna have to get this out there. And then from then it was just like constant work ethic, like so much belief in myself and my mates. We would just get like party, and I'd be showing them all my tunes at like 6 in the morning, and they would all be fucking mad with it, and they're like, oh mate, you need to keep producing, and then here we are, like fucking 4 years later, mate. Mad. Yeah, crazy.
This is great though, because I think it's really important to recognise when artists are coming up and they're emerging, that diversity can really stand to you. It's not just as a performer, but as a producer as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Just your story is testament to that.
Yeah, 100%. And as well as like, obviously most people will just tell me something good, but that was fucking 10 years in the making, do you know what I mean? Like for me to get to that point, like I'd put myself through the mill, quit jobs, quit my degree, like got to the end of my degree, got my degree, and I was like, fuck this, I don't want to be a teacher. Like having the balls to do all that stuff, it's like make it or break it, and you put loads of pressure on yourself, but I was lucky that I was able to make it, do you know what I mean, the way I have. And
good support as well though.
Yeah, I know, 100%, it's been crazy.
I
know, my stepdad's my accountant as well, like, no mate, no, it's like,
love that. Keep me in the family.
100%, but it's...
I love it when you bring your mum out, like, you know?
Yeah, my mum loves it, man, she loves it all. She's been to Ibiza a few times as well. I've done like 2 or 3 all night long. I think it's 2 all night longs in Amnesia. Yeah. So like 7 hours in Amnesia, and everyone comes over for it, man. My mum was there for the whole time, man. I was like, it's 6 in the morning, I was like, what the fuck are you still doing here, man? She's just, nah, it's class. The support I have for my family, I think that is like, for any young artists out there, like having that support for your family. Obviously, like your family will be skeptical if you do a job that's out with the norm. I think it's becoming more accepted in modern times, but I'm a parent now, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want him to be a DJ, man. I know what goes into this. But once you cross over that way, now, like my mum was so, like when I told her I didn't want to be a teacher, she was like, what the fuck do you mean you don't want to be a teacher? Like, do you know how hard that is to make it in music? And I was like, nothing was gonna stop me, man. Like, and But now, like after that all night long, my first one in Amnesia, I got a text from my mum and she was like, son, watching you over that many hours do what you do and not like an hour and a half set at a festival, I finally understood what it is that you do. That was like the peak of my career for me, man. I'm like, that is all I ever wanted from my mum, do you know what I mean? And
it's that validation.
yeah, for that understanding of like the art of the craft, like taking folk on a journey for 7 hours is not easy, like, and keeping the energy, and when the crowd never moved in Amnesia as well. So just to get that text off my mum, I was like nearly crying. I was like, what the fuck, like, she's actually like took herself out of all the madness. That's so special.
Seen the journey.
Yeah.
That's class. Yeah. What a moment.
Mad, mate.
You should frame that text, put it on the bloody
I know, mate. I tweeted it and it got like 5,000 likes or something, man. It is like class.
That's nuts. Love that. Cheers to your mum. Yeah.
Cheers, mum.
What's your mum's name?
Noreen.
Noreen. Cheers, Noreen.
Cheers, Noreen.
Electronic Music Council, we like try and do youth projects as well. Go into schools and help kids that might have left school and like teach them how to do like production and like all kinds of stuff. So
that's one of my dreams, is to start a production school and DJ school in my hometown. That's like my.
You should totally do that.
Mate. That's like
last time we were talking, actually, funnily enough, you weren't allowed to mention too much. But it was that festival you did in Ayr, wasn't it?
Pavilion, yeah.
Like, how did that go? Like, it looks sick.
It's
I
mad,
bet you were made up
to
be doing it.
Mad, mate. This is the third year. We've done it. We got a 5-year thing on the site. This year we've just added another day, and we've got James on the Friday headline, and then we've got me, NATMAC, Ben Hemsley on the Saturday for the young team, and then on the Sundays the Happy Mondays. Mate, it's fucking mad. It's a 50,000 population town, man.
That is nuts.
It's crazy, man.
I love that though, because you'll get everyone coming in, you know.
Yeah. There was folk
putting it on the map, man.
There was a couple that were in their late 60s. I'd flew all the way from New Zealand. Paint a picture of a couple that have been on mushrooms all their life. This is what they were like all rainbows, and they were just the happiest soundest folk ever. But like, for that kind of shit to happen, it's just crazy, mate. Like, it's Ayr, like barely any people have heard of Ayr out with like the UK, do you know what I mean? Even the UK, like, go to London, no one fucking knows Ayr, do you know? No.
So let's talk about people you might like to play with, because that's always a nice one. You've done loads of back-to-backs, right?
Tons,
It's, it's testament to your craft as well, like that journey and like mixing with someone.
Yeah.
But who would be your dream back-to-back? Like, let's say someone you haven't played with yet, or maybe someone that's not around anymore.
Yeah.
Like, who would you have said?
I'd say like Frankie Knuckles or Paul Johnson would have been my two like ultimate. Like Paul Johnson, obviously like a tragedy before he passed, like a tragedy what even happened to him anyway. If you listen to like industry people or anyone that's been around, they always say that Paul Johnson, like as a producer and a DJ, was amazing. Yeah. So, and I never ever got to hear him, which is gutting as well. So like, to play with him, I think would have been like an education. Do you know what I mean? Like how he was one of the like there for the start, and the groove he has just mental. So I would have loved to have played with Paul Johnson. And actually, Street Rave, the first tune I made, was a sample from him. He cleared it for $150. Mate, it's just like yeah. So like I did have like a conversation with him at least, but I'd say him, and then Frankie Knuckles is just to me, like just so much history, like the reason there is people called house heads like myself is because of him, do you know what I mean? So Frankie Knuckles would have been the ultimate for me.
You'll have to do like a show where you like do a memory of the two.
Well, I'm actually starting a new like club record series, because I feel I've ended up changing my whole team. Like, don't have the same agents, don't have the same management. So I've got new management and agents now. The goal for me to them was like, listen, I don't want to be in this mainstream space I've been in. I want to prove my worth in the left field, and then to stay in like the kind of more mainstream, I want to do a live show. So I have two thingies, but it's just for me to feel fulfilled, man. Like, I go to Sub Club and it is the fucking best ever. I get to play whatever I want. I'll go for like Manola Tough to fucking just all the left field stuff that I love. But when I'm in, like, for example, this Irish tour, man, if I played that, I would be getting booed off the stage if I was playing all the underground stuff. So it's so hard for me to feel fulfilled after these gigs, because it's like like I love the energy and I love the passion for the youngsters, but like they're not. I'm 31, man. They're 18.
Yeah.
Like if I fucking go too left field, it's just gonna
switch them off.
Yeah, and like it's that balance. Like the whole tour, I've not played Tell Me Something Good, I've not played Groove Thing, I've not played the big ones, but I'm still having, it's like a banger set. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I'm about the journey, man. The journey's at my heart, and this was the thing with my new management, and they get it, and so we've ended up landing on this. Have you ever heard of the Chemical Brothers? They did a series called The Electronic Battle Weapons.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like stripped back club music, right? So I was like, right, I want to do something like that because I've also, my output has been so low. I was signed to a deal, I was with them for 3 years, and they wouldn't, I couldn't get music out. Yeah. Because I'd done the Boiler Room and it was all my own production, and I never brought it out till fucking like last year, and it was 3 years ago. So I was like, I don't want anyone to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
I want to do my own thing and get my fucking music out. So we're actually starting a thing called Club Knuckles. So it'll be Ewan McVicar's Club Knuckles. And it's obviously like after Frankie Knuckles. Like there's a bit of Frankie Knuckles in there, but I just thought Club Knuckles sounded fucking tough, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can already see merch.
Yeah. Mate, I literally get the branding, 100%. I got the branding through today, and it's like ready to go, but the music is like me at my core, left field club music that is fucking banging, but then there'll be like, it's me expressing myself as a producer, and this will be a thing now for the rest of my career.
Yeah.
And I'll bring out a tune a month almost.
Love that.
And then that'll kind of lead me up to the rest of it, but that's why I brought out Club Knuckles. It's class.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That'll be, I'm really excited to see how that goes.
Yeah, mate, yeah. It's back to my roots as well, man. Acid house.
It's like, even me as an artist, sometimes going back to your roots, I don't know, it does something, like, you know, when your stuff you liked when you were younger and like, kind of does things, you know, you sort of ignite it again, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you, like yourself, when you get that visibility and you get more known for the certain tunes, you always like get seen as that when you're a lot more than that.
But see, that's the thing as well, because I tweeted saying I've been playing music that I've just been in like autopilot, man. The easy thing for me to do was just play what everyone wanted to hear, right? And like you said, man, there is more to me than all that, man. Like why spend fucking half of my life like trying to be this person and then just like to go into autopilot?
Yeah.
But I think that has also been guided by like my old management and bookings, and like because they're putting me in places that I just didn't think I belonged, and then I ended up just believing that's who I was.
Yeah.
And man, it's so confusing, but like I feel after having my baby, like I've started like subconsciously I'll be in like the shower and I'm like having these mad thoughts of like how he's gonna grow up, and then I was like, but what is he gonna think of me? And like I bet you would think when I'm on the big stages it's amazing and that, but like see if he was to grow up and think I was cool, that would be more of a buzz to me than oh man, my dad does this in the big stage. Like if he was going to subby when he's older, like that is fucking exactly what I would want, do you know what I mean? So
Sub comes special.
Oh mate, it's my favourite, the favourite ever. Literally I'm mad. I don't know if I can get, mate, look. That's the logo there. And mate, that's OJ, because Scream, I was in Norwich and Scream was beside me and he was like, shite bag if you don't get my initials tattooed on you. So I've literally got Oliver Jones and a subby logo on my leg.
When you hear Cork, what do you think of it?
When I heard Cork and Waterford and Limerick, Galway I'd been to, I still didn't even know where it fucking was, you know what I mean? But it's like, these places, they're so beautiful though, mate. Like,
honestly, great crack. Like, there's so many good places to go out in Cork, isn't there?
Where are you playing?
I'm playing in a place called Darley.
I might come, is that alright?
I play jungle.
Oh, do you? I'm coming. Okay. I'm going to come, I'm going to come.
It's all drum and bass jungles. But yeah, come along, you're right.
Hey, I'll come, man. I'll come.
Yeah. What would you say to someone who's starting out, like as a, let's say someone who's getting into DJing or WB and getting into the producing? Because I think sometimes there's a lot on social media where people feel it needs to be like that.
Yeah.
Like you said, tell me something good. It's 10 years in the making.
Yeah.
So what would you say to someone who's out there becoming an emerging artist? What would you say?
Like where I am right now, my belief back then was 10,000 followers, I've made it. I'm huge. for me back then, because I was coming from like the underground. So like for me in the underground, if you have 10,000 followers, you're doing well.
Huge.
Do you know what I mean? Exactly. So like now I'm where I'm at, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Like I was in the charts and I came from like just being, again, like just a wee scummy fucking raver. That's all I was, man. That's all I ever wanted to be. But I think that level of belief, you need a level of belief that matches your ambitions. Like if you want to be the biggest DJ in the world, you need to believe that you are the biggest DJ in the world, and it's the only way, man. Because you'll have so many people that won't believe in you, that you need to believe in yourself fundamentally. And then I think honestly it's just work ethic. You need to put stuff aside, like if you want to make it. I used to always think you can't have a job other than music, but like I think nowadays, man, especially with how much stuff costs, like it's fucking mental. Like I'm 31 and I still see myself as quite young. I think having a job probably isn't a bad thing anymore, just to save yourself from
side hustle,
yeah. Because now like production and stuff is accessible if you're cracking your software and doing it the illegal way, do you know what I mean? Like that's the only way you can really do it now if you're not from money. For me to make it as a working class artist is fucking impossible now. That belief as a working class artist is the only thing that will really get you through that fucking shitstorm in your brain of like, I've got no money, I've got like, oh, I'm so stressed out about music, I'm not getting anywhere. The last thing would probably be just go out. I just go out with a bottle of water, I wouldn't even drink, and I would stand up the back and I would just lose myself in the music. But folks see that as like, you're just going out.
Yeah.
That was like my whole field research for like, I was there for 4 years. Like, imagine doing 4 years of field research, going out every Tuesday and every Friday, and the only thing you're doing is just listening to music. That's working, that is working, but like if you don't see it as work and it's passion, it doesn't feel like work, because I was just so fucking addicted to music, man. It was so class, and if I hadn't done any of that, I would have half of the knowledge and the way I think about music now. So it's like embedding yourself in a culture almost would be the last thing I would tell them.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
So you would say self-belief,
Yeah, massive.
great work ethic, and just getting out there and experiencing it,
Yeah.
and being part of the journey.
100%.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
That's great. Do you know what? I think it's been absolutely brilliant chatting to you,
mate,
as always.
thank
You know,
you.
good to catch up.
Nah, mate,
Have a
cheers.
fucking great time in
Cheers,
Cork.
mate. Cheers,
All right,
mate. Thank
cheers.
you. Cheers.
Way.